Alrighty, I'm going to show you how to make a iMovie, iMovie. For a background image, go to compfight.com. It's an image searching tool. Um, I just typed in space here. You can use whatever you want. When you're looking for an image, though, make sure you have a high resolution. You want it to be pretty large. Uh, More than 1024 by 1024 would be great. Click the image, let it load, and then go up to View All Sizes. Click that. And here it'll show you all the available sizes to download. You want the largest one. It'll give you better quality video. It just looks nicer. That way you're not dealing with fuzzy images and whatnot. So download the image. It'll pop up and then basically click and drag it to your desktop. Once you do that, go ahead and open up iMovie and make a new project. Here we go. Alright, when you make a new project, you don't need a theme. Name it whatever you want. Make sure it's a widescreen and frame rate of 24 frames per second. Okay, so here's a new project. To import movies, you'd go to File, Import, but we're using a picture, so you can just drag and drop it onto the timeline space up here, in the top left. Load. Alright, so we want this picture to last a while, so we want to click the options icon, go to clip adjustments, and change the duration. I'm going to set it to 2 minutes, however later on I need it to be 36 seconds or so. And if you're using movie, it'll pop it down, it'll import it into that bottom space in this window, and then you'll have to like drag and drop it up to this top, but since we're using pictures, I'm not showing you that. Okay, so last 2 minutes, but notice how when I was scrubbing through the timeline, it was making the image grow and shrink. That's called the Ken-Burns effect. We want it to just fit the screen, so click on the options box like I did and go to the Ken-Burns effect. Set that up and hit done. Now for the poem, over here there's the text boxes, and there's a lot of different types of text that can be used. And if you hover over them, you can see the little animated short for what it's doing. Some are silly, some are very nice. Most of the time, just use the ones at the top. They're just cleaner. And I'm going to use a static text here. There's also one that makes it expand, like in the video you showed me. But once you have the text set up, got my poem in the back, go ahead and remove the subtitle area by deleting it. And then you can copy paste your poem into the text area. It's the wrong font, or the wrong font and wrong size and color. So go to Show Fonts. You can select the font that you'd like and the colors, as well as the size on the side. So I click the font, click the size and color, and later on I'll be using the bottom section of that. Go ahead and hit done, and it'll set it up. Okay, it's too short of a dissolve or fade out, so I want to adjust that as well as the length of time it exists on the screen. So go to its option box, set the fade out to 1 second in this case, and I'm going to go ahead and test this. And just hit play to see it in real time. Now the duration's too short, so I'm going to go back to here and double click it and then change the duration to 6 seconds or so. Okay, and hit play. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. Alright, to the next section of the poem, click and drag the text to where I want it. Remove the subtitle area. I'm going to change the duration to 6 seconds and the fade out to 1 second. I hit enter Make sure you hit done so it doesn't give you any errors or anything. Copy paste this to the text. Select it. Change the font color and size. Just whatever size works. Hit done. There we go. Okay, I'm going to hit play to see if it works. And I don't have audio in here, however, all you have to do is, from the desktop, you can drag and drop audio into this top left timeline. And as I'll show you with this next section of text, you can actually slide these little nodes in the timeline to create a better timing effect. So if you want the audio to kind of swell or just have a little bit of a breath to the video, you can adjust the timing of all the text slides. You don't want to make it too short or too long. You have to have a feel of the rhythm. So I changed the duration and fade, all that stuff. I'm going to copy paste the poem into the text box. Select, change the font color and size. And down in the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and align it to the right. And then I'm going to italicize it and give it a stroke, which is just an outline over the text. Hit done, done. Okay. And then I'm going to find the text that expands, which is called zoom over here. Click and drag it into the space. Slide it over. Give it a 6-second duration. Change the fade in and out to 1 second. Remove the subtitle, which we'll just delete, and copy paste. Select, change the font color, size, and for dramatic effect, I'm going to go ahead and italicize it, but also align it to the center. And you want to use these different text directions and locations for added effect and emotion. That way it's not just the same thing over and over. So hit play. So give it a little bit of breath before it pops up. Let the music build and whatnot. And then dramatic. Yay! Okay. So there's my video. But notice how much time we have excess over here. That's all dead space. We don't want that. With movies, you can select the area and delete it, which all you do to select is click the timeline or double click it, and you'll get this yellow outline. But this technique doesn't work on pictures, as I learned in this case. So you can't just select and hit delete like you would a movie. What I wind up doing is just changing the duration, which I'll do here. Click on the little options icon, little blue icon. Do clip adjustments, and I'm going to change it to be too short on accident here, which will cut off the time of my last section of the poem. So I want to extend it to 36 seconds. Give me more time. And I want to fix the text that was cut off. Double click it, change it to 6 seconds again. Hit done. That fixed it. Okay. And I want the whole video to fade out to black. So just click and drag fade to black at the very end. Double click it, or click the options to the transition adjustments, and change it to 3 seconds or so. That way it takes 3 seconds to fade to black. And I'll go ahead and play to test it. So the poem's over, and then begins to fade to black. Okay, so that'll be the whole video here. And to export it, you go up to Share, and then you have a whole bunch of options. You can do YouTube, Facebook. You can just export the movie to the desktop. When you do YouTube, though, you need to sign in to your account, type in your password, give it a category, title it, description, meta tags, but also make sure it's the highest resolution you can. Yeah, thank you for watching. That's pretty much it. Bye-bye.